Let's walk through the proper way to thread and wind a bobbin for the Husqvarna Viking Designer Epic sewing machine. So first off, good quality thread makes all the difference. Whether you're sewing or you're embroidering, make sure you don't skimp on the quality of thread. If you're having trouble with your machine, maybe try a different brand of thread and just see, did that thread make a difference? Is it still going to skip stitches or something? Do you need to clean it? Do you need to change a needle? But I will tell you, thread does make a difference. So for winding a bobbin, you're going to go ahead and start by putting your spool on a base and then going up to the thread stand up here. There's a groove and guide right in front of this particular thread pin. You're going to come under the little pre-tensioner, kind of counterclockwise as you go over to the edge here. So you want to make sure that that thread is underneath. That's what makes it fill the bobbin nice and tight. If you ever get a bobbin that's not filling as full, or not full, but as tight as it should, that can be because it's not around the pre-tensioner. Now, just so a note, you can actually wind a bobbin when the machine is threaded. So you can go from the needle, there's a guide right here, and then you go over this particular, kind of come up and over to that particular guide. So for the thread, what you want to do is come from the inside to out in the hole that's on the top. And you'll know which is the top because it has a Husqvarna Viking logo kind of crown on it, and then push that all the way in place. You're going to hold this thread out with your hands, and then you're going to go ahead and engage the bobbin winder. On screen, you can adjust the speed if you want to make it so a little bit slower, and then you're going to push play or start when you're ready to wind. Now, a little trick on this, and I'll show you especially when you're winding bobbins for embroidery, if you want to use up the very end of the thread, and remember you have a sensor that will come up when your bobbin is low, but here's what I'll do is I'll let it wind, but then I'm going to move it so it fills more the side of the bobbin closest to the machine and not that little top ridge that's closest to the right side. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and push go, and then I'm going to just touch that so it fills more the bottom part of the bobbin versus the top. Now, while it's filling, if for any reason when it's done it doesn't fill all the way up to the edge, and again, you can't go past the edge, but up to the edge, this little nub or knob underneath can actually kind of get twisted. So you can actually twist it if you want it to fill a little bit more, which I think I will. So I'm going to twist it down and away from me. I'm going to re-engage it and then push play. Notice it'll wind a little bit more. Now, if you go too far and it overfills, you're going to need to undo part of that. So go ahead and pull your bobbin out. There's a little cutter way down here at the bottom. If for any reason this cutter is missing, you have bumped it and you can get another one at your local Viking store. So definitely, I have noticed that sometimes people bump that and it's not there anymore. So there's a cutter. I usually wind a bunch of bobbins for my project, but when I'm done, we're going to go ahead and undo from all those guides. And now let's go ahead and work on threading the machine properly and how to put the bobbin in. For threading the machine, make sure you go ahead and hold the thread in two hands, and you're coming underneath this first guide and with your left hand around the back part of the machine. Now notice I'm still holding on up here, and that's because I want you to go ahead and get in the habit of coming down through the tension disc, underneath, and then at this point right here is go ahead and give it a little floss back and forth. You will find that when you do that, your thread gets properly seated down inside the roller discs that I'll show you, and you will have less of those little big hairy loops on the back of your fabric. Trust me, and that really is going to make a difference for embroidery. At this point, go ahead and take your thread in on the right side and then down on the left. Now there's one more guide at the top of the needle. You'll find that it's really easy to slip it in because there's so much room down here with your hands and all that great lighting that is on the Viking Epic. The needle threader will go ahead and do a closer up video, but right now there's just two little arms, a mouth, and a cutter on the side. It's cut to the perfect length. Touch the auto needle button. It will go ahead and thread the needle for you, and it is ready to stitch. Now for putting the bobbin in, once again, we'll do a little bit closer up, but you're looking for that H on top of your bobbin. That way you know it is placed in there correctly. And then there's a little groove. Notice what I'm going to do with my finger. I'm going to keep the bobbin from spinning, bring it in the little groove, and then click it into place. That is a great way to know you've got it in the tension. There's a little kind of nub at the top and a cutter right here. Watch what I like to do. So I'll put the door on first, click it down, and then cut. And that length of thread is the perfect length to get pulled up in the first line of stitching. So I'm going to just slide my needle thread underneath my presser foot. Taking a piece of fabric, you'll always see me sewing on 2 layers of fabric. And if I'm doing decorative stitches, I'll take that piece of fabric and put stabilizer on the back side. And then as I step on the foot control, the foot will lower and go ahead and stitch. Oh, I love how fast this machine stitches. When you're done, you can go ahead and touch the scissor button, and then that way that will cut the thread and lift the foot. So what you're looking for good stitching is that the stitches look the same on the front as they do on the back, especially when you have the same weight of thread in both your needle and your bobbin. Now, what we want to do next is teach you how to clean and take care of this machine. So make sure you take a look at that and learn how often you need to get in underneath this throat plate to keep things running nice and smooth.